What's the strangest rule your family had that made no sense until you learned the real reason? Growing up, my mom had this absolutely bizarre rule that we could never, ever eat anything in the living room. Not even snacks during movies, not water, not gum, nothing. She'd get genuinely furious if she caught us with so much as a single potato chip on the couch. My friends thought our family was completely insane. Their houses had movie nights with popcorn kernels stuck between couch cushions and pizza grease stains on coffee tables. But at our house, you ate at the kitchen table, period. No exceptions, no negotiations. She'd say things like, food belongs in the kitchen where it was meant to be eaten, and we're not wild animals who eat wherever we please, whenever I complained about the stupid rule. My dad would just shrug and follow along without question, even during Super Bowl parties when guests had to awkwardly balance plates while standing in the dining room. The weirdest part was how she'd inspect the living room every single night before going to bed. I'd watch her run her hands methodically along every couch cushion, checking for crumbs that were never there. She'd vacuum that room twice a week even though we barely used it for anything besides watching TV. She had this specific routine where she'd move every throw pillow, check underneath, then put them back in the exact same position. Sometimes she'd get down on her hands and knees and examine the carpet with a flashlight, looking for invisible stains. When I turned 16, I decided to rebel against what I thought was the most pointless rule ever created. Made myself a massive turkey sandwich and plopped down on the couch to watch ESPN. Mom walked into the living room and saw me mid-bite, and I swear she turned white as a hospital sheet. She didn't scream or lecture me like I expected. She just stood there frozen, staring at me chewing, and then very quietly asked me to please finish eating in the kitchen. Something about her reaction made me feel absolutely terrible. It wasn't anger in her voice, it was pure raw fear. I followed the rule religiously after that day, but I never understood why it mattered so much to her. We had decent furniture, but nothing expensive enough to worry about permanent stains. The living room wasn't some pristine museum piece that needed protection. 23 years later, I'm helping my parents downsize and move to a smaller house across town. We're carefully packing up the living room when I noticed something really strange. Under the heavy sectional couch, there are these dark, irregular stains scattered across the hardwood floor. Really old stains that had been hidden under furniture for decades. I asked Mom about the mysterious stains while Dad was outside loading boxes into the moving truck. She immediately got that same terrified expression from when I was 16. That distant, haunted look I'd never understood before. She slowly sat down on the couch we were about to move and told me something I'd never heard in my entire life. When I was 3 years old, my baby sister Emma got violently sick with some kind of infection. High fever, uncontrollable vomiting, completely unresponsive to anything Mom tried. Mom frantically called 911, but Emma started having massive seizures right there in the middle of our living room floor. The paramedics worked desperately on her tiny body for over 20 minutes on that exact spot where we'd been sitting and watching TV my whole childhood. Despite everything they tried, they couldn't save her. Emma died on the living room floor while I played with toys upstairs, completely unaware that my baby sister was fighting for her life just one floor below me. Mom said the blood, medical fluids, and everything else left permanent stains that never came out no matter how hard she scrubbed with every cleaning product imaginable. After Emma's funeral, Mom couldn't emotionally handle the thought of anyone eating, drinking, or being careless in that sacred room. It felt like we'd be disrespecting Emma's memory in the place where she took her final breath. The obsessive daily cleaning was her way of caring for the space where Emma had died. The new house has no eating rules at all. Mom says Emma would have loved messy movie nights with popcorn everywhere.